am in the community, and they got a sneak peek on some G shit. They gonna hit you with some exclusive. Yeah, just because we're in the community.
All right, man, community, man, we up in here, man, at the Snoop Dogg compound. About to go up, do it up, check out this movie, see what it do. You know what I'm saying? Fat boy in the building, big dizzle. You know what I mean?
A lot of homies in here, man.
Big boy.
Chopped and Rick Rock TV, man. Yeah. Make sure you subscribe, man.
Oh, yeah, right now. Got Compton Rick Rock in the building, man. Come on. You know what I mean? What's going up? Big boy, the legend, Death Row. Yeah, drink, bruh. We just had a cold little Uber ride up here. Nigga playing country music the whole time. Put niggas to sleep, you know what I mean?
Nah, for real.
We up though.
Yeah, we in here, man. Shout out to Nina Boy, too.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. My brother AD and Ace, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Yeah.
Building, man.
Man, it's a pleasure, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to 87, bruh. 87 SS. Shout out my nigga Yak, man. Party for my nigga Yak, Lang Drop. Yeah, man.
How you been,
Come on, man. We in this thing, man. Going crazy. Snoop, new album coming out. Probably gonna be out when this drop. No, it is gonna be out when this drop. So, yeah, man. Make sure y'all check that out.
Movie.
It's that exclusive, only on Cuhmunity, man. You did.
You already know, man. We were you know what I mean?
Big Snoop Dogg,
Big
Cuhmunity
Snoop
in the
Dogg.
building, man.
I am in the community, and they got a sneak peek on some G shit. They gonna hit you with some exclusive. Yeah, just because we're in the community. Drake, and when that album came out, I didn't get the feedback that I wanted. I didn't get the reaction that I want. And I'm so rooted in the streets that it don't offend me, it just make me hungry. So I went back to the lab without Dre, without nobody knowing what I was doing, and put together this project. So I want to, bang it for y'all so y'all can have it, hear it, understand it, know what it's from, what it's about. And, when we finish, any questions y'all want, I'm free to answer.
Then I made you the face. You want a piece, nigga, bone off a teeth. Time to fuck up the streets. Blowing big, Mr. Fuck the police. Dead presidents forgot to impeach. Gang, snatch crumbs.
Vacated crippin'. This shit different. Still, top billing. The dog is chillin'.
This is a surprise project called Is It a Crime? And what's up, man?
Yo, why the title? Is it a crime?
Because it felt like all the shit I was doing was criminal in certain eyes. So I just wanted to ask the question, you know what I'm saying? Is it a crime, the shit that I'm doing? You love some of the shit I do, then you hate some of the shit I do. So it's a basic question.
Yeah, but you see it all. Sometimes people think you can't see it all.
I hear it all. I got elephant ears. I just don't react to everything, you know what I'm saying? I got so much shit to do. I got way more customers before I get to you. So it's like I gotta keep the roll rolling and keep making sure that I got something on my plate rather than looking back.
You know what I want to ask? The intro.
Oh.
Did a nerve finally get touched, or the intro was very crazy. Everybody's gonna go crazy when they see the intro.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah, shut your bitch ass up.
No, for many years I've been really extending the olive branch and being positive and trying not to pay attention because I got too much shit to do. And it felt like when I bought Death Row, that struck a nerve. But I didn't do nothing to put more fire. I was actually showing what it should be. And it's like it gets to a certain point, like I was explaining to my son, I'm from the hood. You can't keep throwing rocks at me and bullying me and think I ain't gonna say nothing or do nothing. I can't do nothing because you in PC. but I can say so. And I'm only gonna say it one time. You're only gonna get one verse. You're not getting a whole song. You're not getting all that energy. You're getting one verse, choking the shit out of you with truth. Why you lying?
Redemption has come full circle or what?
No, it's just, you know, being aware. Like, not being so far up to where you don't pay attention. Like, to know what my fan base want, what they looking for, what they love from me, to know that and not get so far away from it. You know, I can grow and get bigger as an artist, but I know my roots is that. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that we react to. That's the Snoop that everybody loves. So it's like I gotta find that energy sometimes, because I get so caught up with trying to be, you know, inventive and futuristic. Like, how do I think differently than things I've done before? But sometimes it's the shit that I've done that I gotta go back to keep me, you know, inspired.
What year would you rate this new project? Because I feel like 94. Like, it's some 94 that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
It's 2025, cuz it's just the spirit of, you feel like that energy.
Yeah.
Cause I came back down.
Yeah.
I didn't play the boardroom. I went back to the block. But not on no get at a nigga shit, but educate, elevate. You know, show and teach what an OG looks like, what an OG's supposed to do, how he's supposed to influence and inspire, and lead the right way. Come from the gang culture.
Yeah.
It's in my heart, it's in my spirit. But I'm about uplifting and moving to a whole new environment. Like, I fuck with everybody. It's every gang, every hood I'm respected in, because I give respect. That's how I get respect.
Yeah, so with this right here, I think you touch even the youth. You know what I mean? I'll say anywhere from 10 all the way up, especially with the, you know, the motivational between the skits and all that. But what was your target goal in the beginning? Like, you want to just touch everybody, or you had a specific age demographic?
No age, more about, I heard everything. You know, I heard everything y'all heard.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't say nothing. And like I was telling the homie earlier, I'm like, y'all can't fight for me. Yeah. You know, y'all can try to defend me, but I gotta fight for myself.
Yeah.
So it's like, to defend anything on my behalf is cool for y'all to do, but it's better when I do it. It's like if a nigga slap you in the face and I come and sock you, they ain't gonna respect you.
Yeah.
But if you sock that nigga, they gonna respect you because you handled your business and didn't have the homies get involved in all types of energies that you can't control. Like, I deal with shit one-on-one. I don't ever bring my homies or none of that shit. If I got an issue, it's a one-on-one issue, so it don't involve extracurricular mind states that you can't control.
What you have the opportunity to work with just about anybody in this rap game. What made you pick the Russell or a Sexy Red, or even bring your roots back with just the production? What made you pick these specific people at this specific time in your life?
To believe it or not, they all was a part of my life. Like, Sexy Red is my niece. She be over here all the time. Lil Russell, I just love the way that nigga hustle. Like, he's a different kind of spirit. And one thing about me, I fuck with my young homies, no matter where they from. I reach out to you on DM, I send you, repost your shit. Nigga, I really send you a video and be like, nigga, I'm a fan of your shit. Nigga be like, nigga, that was really Snoop Dogg. Yeah, I really fuck with you. And with him, I hit him on the DM like, nigga, I fuck with you, cuz. He like, nigga, I'm in LA. I'm like, pull up, nigga. The nigga brought a camera crew. We did like 3 songs in one night. So his energy was like mine used to be. So it reminds me of me, his spirit. And he got a lot of E40 in him, like just that Bay Area hustle.
This seemed like a real culmination of all your success. What made you want to get personal with this record like this?
It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without some hood shit to step to. When you act nice, that's when they disrespect you. Come sit down with your uncle. Let me spit at you, nephew. As simple as that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, sometimes, look, Snoop Dogg is so far away, but he's so close. You get what I mean? Like, you see him on TV, all these different big things that he does, but he's still a nigga that you can walk up to and say, what's happening? You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, my music didn't do that. My other shit was doing that. Well, my music didn't do that. My music, it got so far ahead that it was ahead of its time. I feel like the last record I put out is so good, niggas ain't gonna respect it till I'm dead. It's the truth.
Snoop, people are always saying that you're like their dream collab or their dream person to meet. I think that last record with Marvin Gaye, when you mentioned in this, I'm assuming it's like a mini doc / like music compilation together, when you were saying you gotta be the biggest kid in the room, did it make you feel like a kid again to collab like that with Marvin and kind of seem like you're pretending, but you're also in there with
You
him?
see my face in that? It's some things that they had to take out because the nigga was too happy. He was like, "Cuz, you too happy, cuz." Like, hey, that's Marvin Gaye, cuz. Do y'all understand this nigga's the greatest nigga ever do it? Yeah, definitely. I'm always a big kid. Even when I was with Run, from Run DMC, you could see like my infatuation with people that I grew up loving. I don't ever get too big to where I feel like I'm bigger than you. If I know somebody or I see somebody that I grew up to and they not as big as they used to be or they not having good luck, when they see me, they can't tell. Because it's more about the kid in me giving them all the praises on how I looked up to them and how they inspired me.
Sometimes boxers, before their fights, they always get asked, like, what statement are you making with this fight? I would ask you that with this album, because it seems like you're on some, all right, you guys have tested my gangster. You're going to see it now. What statement?
That's what you feel like?
Yeah, because that was all the
I like the way you
Snoop.
said that. You guys are testing my gangster. You're going to see now.
What
that's
statement
it.
is that?
Yeah.
I like that. That's G shit. I fuck with that. That's kind of like, I can't say that, but I like that you said that. Like, to me, it ain't what I feel, it's what you feel. I made this for y'all. This ain't got nothing to do with me. I got so much shit going on right now. I ain't got to do this shit. I could do whatever I want to do, but this shit right here was like, I need to give my people something, because it's too much, I'm hearing too much shit, and it's too much defending me, too much going against me, too much chit chatter. And it's like my people that was defending me didn't really have no ammunition, because I wasn't saying that. So how you gonna ride for me if I ain't riding?
You wrote on that Suge record though.
I know.
You did that.
That woke me up.
Yeah.
But you know what I loved about that? Is that you touched it and then you left it there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you touched it, and I think when I took a speech class, they say you want to grab people's attention first. And once you grab somebody's attention, then they'll pay more attention.
Right.
And I thought with that one, you grabbed our attention, and then it was like, all right, listen now. When you did Unsung Heroes, what does that mean to Snoop?
I'm still with the business, but quiet.
Can you tell us what Sophisticated Crippin' is all about? Because you hear that, you know what I'm saying? That Sophisticated Crippin' though. And you teaching us how to really elevate and evolve, and we still could keep it crippin', but on a different level.
Well, if you understand the true meaning of Crip, it's community revolution and progress. So what we do is we try to take things to the next level. Like my Crippin' go everywhere. It ain't disrespectful, it's representing. And once you learn that part, to take the disrespect and just leave it representing, then nobody can disrespect you. Like, our family is built on Bloods and Crips. We say blood, we say cuz, it don't offend us, because this is who we are. But we respect each other. There's no disrespect, it's all in representation. And it's all about elevation, like going to the next level. How far is your Crippin' gonna take you if you ain't educated enough to know what a contract is, to know how to speak in a boardroom, to know how to dress, to know how to be approachable? You can say it, but you gotta show it. And to me, I don't say it, I show it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rick.
Now look, no matter what Snoop Dogg album that we heard, we know we're gonna get some gangster shit, right? But it's still love in each album. How did you master that with showing love and everybody love you no matter what flag they represent, what color they represent? Like, is that something that you do intentional? When you make these songs, you make sure that you put that love up in there. So it's like, even though we get the gangster shit, we get a balance in each album.
I think I was raised like that, Rick, to love people. And thank God for the first death row that was built. It was built on Bloods and Crips.
Yeah.
And I'm from Long Beach. We ain't got no Bloods in our city.
Right.
So it was a new experience for me and my homeboys. And they was never our enemies. That was the beautiful part about it. Like, we had more enemies from Compton Crip, which you know. than the Compton Bloods. So it was easy for us to mix and match with them. And some of them niggas was just like us. We just didn't know it. You feel them? I call them my blood cousins. Cause it's like, and that's the difference between a grown man and a kid. A kid gonna try to bang on a nigga, a grown man gonna ask a nigga some questions to try to figure out how we can actually fellowship, nigga. We may be able to get some money together. And you know that you got niggas over here, I got niggas, before you know it, we bringing people together. The first death row happened when the peace treaty was 4/29/92. But death row was already in motion. But that put us in full motion. You feel what I'm saying? And then it created a wave to where the little homies now can go Bloods and Crips, neighborhoods, cross hands and do songs and really be about fucking with each other. Because we was the foundation. Before us, that shit would never happen. Never. So we the foundation to that. At the same time, we keep showing how we elevating that because we still doing that. And we proud of the little homies that's doing it too. That's making that mark and putting their flag down and showing that it's better when we together. Because when we locked up, guess what? Guess what? We together. We gotta be.
And they gonna put us all in the same goddamn cemetery.
Why it's gonna take that to get to that?
Now watch this. I see it's a couple of podcasters up in here, right? And I noticed on the first song when you were saying about Suge, you on the phone line, and we had that in the podcast community today. So when I'm seeing this, it's like, okay, even though motherfuckers be doing the bullshit, we still got to show that we can't let it get to us. Speak on it, move, don't dwell on it, because it's a lot of kicking niggas down, you know what I'm saying, on this internet shit.
Right.
And I be reading comments like, man, it's making y'all look crazy on
Right now, they making the West Coast look like goofies right now.
Exactly.
But this puts us back on a great platform because you guys have the opportunity to film this, to take this back and to show that we all ain't got homies that go sideways. We got real G homies that do it the right way. Start bringing stories about niggas like me and other niggas like me from other neighborhoods. I'm not the only nigga that do this. We always want to talk about the one that got cracked, the one that's doing bad, the one that's bullying. What about the ones that's really doing something good in the hood? I got 10, 11 homeboys from different neighborhoods. Joe Moses do great work in the football league. One of my blood family members do great work. Nobody puts him on the platform for none of the shit he doing. Right. Like, but as soon as a nigga get a case and homies get to rat niggas out and snitching and they turning hoods against each other, we got content. We got this. No, nigga, let's put some content on about positivity. It's all about what we project. Like, I could project negative energy, but I'm projecting positive energy because I got the biggest platform of them all. So we can do the same. So I think we should take advantage of this, like the opportunity to say, let's start finding more, for the podcasters in here, let's start finding more stories of neighborhoods that's doing it the right way. OGs that's really not frowned upon. And we could check their whole TRW and see that they went from gang banging to they ain't look back. Like no backslacking.
How was that moment when you got your star, man? You was crip walking on that motherfucker. That was like a highlight. That was just a highlight, man.
No, man, my mama and my daddy was there, and actually my whole family was there. But when I looked in the audience, the shit that fucked me up the most, it wasn't Dr. Dre, it wasn't Quincy Jones, nigga, it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Cuz y'all gotta understand, nigga, I'm a motherfucking diehard Laker, nigga. To see Kareem sitting in the audience, nigga, like, nigga, and then we blew one after that?
Yeah. That's hard.
Come on, cuz, with the captain, nigga. I pushed past everybody to get to the cap, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like my highlight, because like I said, I'm a big kid, so if I see a motherfucker that I really loved or was inspired by, they're gonna know it, and everybody else is gonna know it.
Hey, that crash out, right? That got to me right there. That crash out you did, bro, I just want that 23 years, homie, you know what I'm saying? And to see that right there, that did a lot to me right there, bro.
Education, right? Because after the fact, you understand that. But while you doing it, you ain't really got no understanding, because nigga, we crashing out. But see, if a nigga come on here and tell you, if a nigga give you a PSA and say, you know what, come on in here, nigga, this we wait. Now you thinking before you crashing out, like, nigga, I ain't trying to go in there and be with the homies for life. Nigga. You mean for life? Yeah, nigga, for life. Free me for life, nigga, free the homies.
You usually are strong for everybody. You know, people usually come to you for advice. How have you been able to cope with, you know, the loss of your mom, cousin, just the ups and downs of like you doing Olympics? How are you feeling
Well, you know what? All of that shit made me strong. I was weak as a motherfucker over there doing the Olympics, and nobody knew it because they just kept seeing me smiling and having fun. But my big cousin was gone, and I was thinking about my brother, and they couldn't have the funeral till I got back. So it was like all this shit is inside of me, and it's fucking me up. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, all right, I know what God do with me. I know what he uses me for. Because I'm a strong angel. I can handle all that weight he put on my shoulder. So once I was able to like shake past that, I took my mother's spirit and I lived with her spirit. And for some reason, I started hiring women. So many women was coming in my life. If the homies' mothers was ill, I would talk to their mothers, pray for their mothers, did a gospel album, did things for people's mothers. It's just like the spirit of my mother helped me get strong to where it's like, I ain't weak no more. When I watched the video of my brother, like the first 10 times, I would break down crying like severely. But now I can like watch it with celebration, like, man, I had fun with my brother. 40-something years with Cub. Instead of, man, I ain't gonna see Cub no more. You feel what I'm saying? Flip side.
I mean, I know you for 15 years or more, man. Like, I remember one time you called me, I think you were high as hell, obviously, but you called me, you were in front of the Queen of England, and you couldn't believe it. So I thought maybe that was one of your biggest moments, but you're on the cover of Time magazine, and like they say, you hosted the Olympics. I don't know if Kareem Abdul was one of your big moments, but a guy like you that we outside looking, you know, in, are you like desensitized to like amazing stuff, or do you have to go to space to like, to see some amazing, like, whoa?
No, another amazing moment was when Kobe Bryant came over here after he retired, and I gave him a lowrider. Picked him up from the airport, me and him riding the lowrider together. Riding through the city, a nigga pulled up on the side of us and said, Snoop? Kobe? No, this can't be. We ride this shit, then I bring him to the compound, and I got employees that work here, like people that you wouldn't think that he would pay attention to. He took a picture with every fucking body at the compound, went shook everybody's hand. Then he came in my studio and he gave my son so much game. This one my son only had like, I think he had one daughter. But the information that he gave my son, I'm seeing it come to life now. I'm seeing the jewel that he dropped on me. That was like a highlight because it was me telling my homeboy, look, Kobe, come hang out with me. After you retire, I got a gift I want to give you. And him showing up and him giving me a gift.
Wow. Like I see throughout the thing, you showcase your family though. Like even when you said like, how do your grandchildren look at you? And like, I heard you say that you had to let them know I'm still grandpa. Like how do they look at you with your celebrityness? And like how was it for your kids coming up with that celebrity?
My grandkids, they're a little different than my kids. Like my granddaughters will see the bobblehead of me in the store and they'll get to reacting to it. But my grandson, he's like my oldest grandson. This nigga is like, he like 30-something years old. He think like a grown man. And he don't, my star power don't move him. He like, in his mind, he like, fuck you, Papa Snoop, I'm gonna be the biggest star in the family. But with my kids, the way they handled the stardom, they was raised in my football league. So my football league was everything and everybody. So it was them able to grow up like I did, but without living in the community. And they built so many friendships and relationships from the football league, and it showed them certain things because some of the kids in the league didn't have. And we ended up, you know, taking kids in and letting them live with us for a few years. So they was able to see the people that have and those who have not, and how to respect it and appreciate it. So my kids was able to be raised in a fashion of where, thank God, they don't crash out and do all of that shit to be in the media or whatnot, based off of how my wife raised them. Because I wasn't there a lot. I was always out moving and making money, so my wife gets a lot of the credit with how they conduct themselves outside of, you know, the home.
You probably done more side missions than anybody ever. Is there anything left on Snoop's bucket list that you want to do?
Yep. Retire. See, that's one you didn't think of. Nigga thought it was gonna be like, yeah, nigga may want to go skydiving.
Go to space or something.
I want to quit, nigga. But I can't. I'm like Joe Paterno. I'm like, I feel like if I quit, I'm gonna die. That's all I know.
Can you give us a Martha Stewart story nobody know?
Native boy.
Yeah, one time.
I fuck with cuz too. This nigga be on my TV for about 4 hours, just back to back YouTube. We go from you to Captain Rick Rock to the PSN. That shit just running rotation, cuz. Shout out to the podcasters in here, like on some exclusive shit.
Appreciate you.
Cause I know they don't never be inviting y'all to shit like this. They be leaving niggas out, but fuck that. I'm putting y'all niggas front. You know what I'm saying? Y'all first. Anybody else, y'all good?
All right, from the first time you put out your album, right, to now, how is you still keeping the same sound? You know how most niggas' voices change and shit? Your shit sound like it's the first motherfucking album. How you do that shit?
I don't know, Rick. I just probably just weed, cuz it keep my voice and shit in tune. I don't know. But remember, I don't sing, you know what I'm saying? So it's more or less like, and I was always like that laid back rapper to where it was like I never had to put so much energy in the shit to where if I got old, like, that nigga can't rap that old shit because that shit was too much energy. All my shit I still can, with so much drama, all that shit I can still hit that shit just like yesterday, nigga. Because come on, Big, you know what, nigga?
And live too though, like you sound like what you sold to us each and every time I see you on. And with that, dog, you one of those people that there's no title to you. People don't introduce you as rapper Snoop Dogg, whatever, like all over the world. And I usually say from 8 to 80, but you got this 3-year-old kid now that's saying, "What's up, Snoop?" From everything, not just in music, everything that you have achieved, bro, what makes you come back and say, I gotta do this Is It a Crime album, when you don't have to?
The people. It's the people. I didn't feel y'all play. I just feel like that. I got a radar. I feel like this is the completion to the mission. You know, missionary. Nigga, me and Dre worked on that album for a long time. And that's Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. And I don't feel like it's being received like it should be. So, like I said, I'll handle it from here. Right?
But it's still one thing that's missing from this motherfucker.
Talk to me.
Man, where's Snoopy Collins, man? We gotta get that.
Oh, man.
Man, we gotta get that.
Yeah, you right. You're right. I didn't bring Snoopy Collins, baby. I'm gonna have to pop that. You right. I got time to put him on there too. The niggas is just gonna get mad like, no, we just mastered the album today, no.
Which one?
Don't say that, please, no.
Which one is your favorite song out of the whole album?
My favorite song on the album?
Yeah.
That song Journey, cuz. Life's Journey. Because the visuals and all of that shit, I get sentimental when I watch that because it's like my life has been a hell of a journey. And it's like that's the record where I can, like I reflect on the shit. Then the line I like is like, take a look on the television, I am everywhere. I love that line right there. Because it's like it's growth. It's like to show that this nigga was way down here, he worked his way up, fell down, got back up. Now he everywhere. And he's loved and he's appreciated. But it's a journey. It's a whole journey to get here.
The special needs touched me when you had that. That was super big for me because everybody mostly have somebody with special needs in their family.
They just don't speak on it. Everybody's embarrassed or they shy or they feel like, nah, not my. But see, that's what me and my football league did like 7 years ago. We started the Snoop Youth Special Stars because it was people in all of our families and we didn't know how to deal with it. And we was tired of like being in the closet with it. Like, man, fuck that. Bring them out. Bring them kids out. Let them have a good time. And we built a whole league. And it's so dope, my nigga. It is so dope the way that we be having banquets and trophy ceremonies for them. And they got football games. And now they go to proms and everything. So imagine a kid that's in the house and nobody's playing with him. And now, I cry like a motherfucker when I see that. I don't give a fuck as a man. It's just real shit. So it's like, to give those kids hope is the most beautiful shit that I can do. That's why I wanted to incorporate it in here because we don't speak on the great shit we do. That ain't our job. My job ain't to be bragging about all the shit that I do, but I do need to let you know that this is what I do. So while you talking shit, calling me a sellout and doing all this shit, reflect back on what I've been doing for like 30 years. Since you want to talk about a 30-minute DJ set, talk about 30 years of motherfucking work. 30 for 30, you bitch ass nigga.
Hey, dog. I had a conversation with Fuzzy, right? And I was like, man, all the deposits that you put in, I was like, motherfuckers really trying to do a withdrawal? Like, all the deposits, are we trying to withdraw? That's why even with us, man, I stood a line. I said, I said on there, I said, I ain't talk to Dog. And when I talk to Dog, I'll talk to Dog. I don't need to come out and all the deposits and all the great shit that you've done for me to say some goofy shit. And when I look at the album, bro, and I don't know if the album the way that we saw it right now, if that's the sequence.
Some of it is.
Because even when I saw the sequence, bro, when I look at the Shut Your Bitch Ass Up, if that's
it don't start off
open.
Like it don't open like that.
But if it is,
like it don't, I open the movie like that.
And if that was a sequence and I get to my friend at the end, that's life. Because life this is life, bro. This is life. Some days you want to bang out, some days you want to chill, that's life. So when I heard the sequence, and it may be a different sequence, but the feel could still be there. But when I saw that and where it landed at, I was like, that shit is perfect.
That's what it
That's
is.
crazy, dog. That's good. He ain't even heard that.
He don't know that the last song on my album is called Life.
That's crazy. He said that.
That's life.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You cold with that one, big?
Yeah.
Hey, Snoop, I just heard you say 30 years, right? You've been doing this 30 years, and we saw you coming in the game as a Death Row artist, and now you're a Death Row owner. What does that mean to you, taking back that legacy?
Control. And just being able to sustain, you know what I'm saying? And to be able to have a smart mind and a strong ability to hire great people. Because see, the thing about being able to get it is having a team of people to help you keep it alive. Anybody can get it. A couple of people had it, but they didn't have the right, people nourishing it, cultivating it, making sure that it has life, afterlife. Because remember when I took over this Death Row thing, it had a lot of bad shit connected to it. I had to clean the house out, bring in some new furniture, hang up some new TVs. You understand what I'm saying? And get the neighborhood to where people don't mind coming over to spend the night. Now niggas want to spend the night. Niggas wouldn't even drive down the street where Death Row was at. So it's like we cleaned it up and got it to a point to where it's got divisions now. We have Death Row games, which we did things with Fortnite, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My son running that division where it's doing some big shit. Then we got Death Row Pictures. Just got a deal with Universal, a 4-year deal where we got a first look film and TV deal. My biopic just got greenlit. Got another gangbang movie, can't say the title, but this motherfucking gangbang is coming right behind it. So it's things that we got, Death Row documentary, an animated movie. In the film side, then we got Death Row Cannabis. And we got Death Row merchandise, which we never had. When we was Death Row, niggas couldn't buy no Death Row gear, couldn't buy no Death Row chains, none of that shit. So I'm putting the business in the business, because it's called show business. When I was a Death Row artist in 1992 to 96, I was the king of show. Now, 2025, I'm the king of business. So you put them both together, it's called show business. So we're gonna put some show business in Death Row.
So with all the filming and Death Row and all that stuff, are you looking for like independent videographers to help with some of those projects, or you already got?
Well, for the first get out, they locked in on me. They want to see what I can do. They want to bet on me. So I gotta like put some points on the board for me. They don't want me to bring nothing to the table with me. And once I get through the showing them exactly that I know what I'm doing, then I'll be able to open that door up and say, okay, there's other people out here. Because you gotta understand with this industry, it's the same in music. When we get that break, the first thing we do is say, I'm gonna bring the homies. You bringing all that baggage with you. If you don't have success, baggage go back. You lost. So when you make that move, you gotta make that move with you. Where it's like, y'all gave me the bread, y'all gave me the positioning, Now it's my job to show y'all why y'all gave me this and put some points on the board. Then once I get points on the board, I get more power to be able to say, there's some bad motherfuckers that's out there shooting us. God. Let me give them a shot by putting them on this thing right here. Matter of fact, they're already doing it. They're already getting numbers on YouTube because the world we live in now, we ain't gotta wait on a deal. We could create our own deal by putting shit out and getting them numbers to force them companies to come to you. Because that's the new game where you get your number game up and then them platforms, they got people on there that work every day. All they do is social media, see who numbers is doing something, and they'll reach out and get you action as opposed to you trying to go get that action. Well, that's just game.
Oh, I also want to say, man, I appreciate that song that you did about your wife, man. That's a lot of kids need to hear that. It's okay to be married, you know what I'm saying? Because of the climate we in. It seems like the females compete with the males, the male compete with the females, and everybody can do everything on their own. And I appreciate you for doing something like that because people need to see it.
Saying that. See, but that's grown man talk. And every youngster don't understand your dream is to become a grown man. You don't dream to be young forever. You want to be a grown man one day. And once we become grown, you want to have somebody to be grown with.
All right. I'm divorced. I hate her. So. That's a grown man talk.
It don't work for everybody.
Try again.
You got first she on the cheap.
I wonder, like, you have, like, obviously, Missionary came out. You know, I thought it was a great album, but I know it was
a great album.
Hell yeah, it was an amazing album. I know it didn't.
That motherfucking album is the shit. One of my greatest albums.
I'm curious. So Missionary drops, and obviously, like, maybe didn't get received how you guys had hoped. That kind of combats with the public coming at you for the DJ shit. Do you feel like with this album, because I think in your career you've had like another like few times where you've had like something to prove or a chip on your shoulder, like obviously like going to No Limit, that first album, like do you feel like you have this is the biggest chip on your shoulder you've had when dropping an album in a while?
Well, remember, Kev, I am a rapper, cuz, so I'm still competitive. I still like being number one. When you become number one, you don't know what it feels like to be two. And it ain't cocky, it's confidence. And it's just a swagger that I got. Like, I don't know what it feels like to be behind somebody when I've been in the league. Now, I'll say this. When Kendrick took the flag and ran with it, I had no problem sliding the crown. Get down, my nigga. And this is before these records, if you check the files. This is before he was actually on. When I seen that in him, I had no problem with it. That's your crown, homie. You running with this shit. And he ran with it, and now he is the king, right? So to get his back as a G, the G homie's supposed to always get the little homies back. It's my job to stand up right now and show them what we do. This the West. He got that. But when you get to this status, you got to show up sometimes too to let him know he ain't by himself. That's street talk. Like, it's just certain shit. Just like certain music is music, but then certain shit is just like it's culture. It's like Snoop is for us. If he don't give you that, then you ain't gonna feel that. But when he drop down and give you that, then you understand he ain't never left. That's all we needed, dog. We know you ain't going nowhere, cuz it's just assurance, confirmation.
Yeah.
Did Snoop take a jab at academics?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. I thought I was tripping.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
He said no shot.
I saw Head earlier at the station. I was like, yo, bro, what's up? You gotta get at that nigga, man.
Nah, I wouldn't see him.
He's scared to get at academics, you know what I mean? Nigga ain't saying nothing, nigga, just in the West Coast right now.
Yeah. The last time you seen him, what you say?
I give you a wedge.
Nope.
That's why I told that nigga.
You was protecting him with me. Oh, God. That's the last footage.
Academics, income, and wedgie, nigga.
Every day.
Nah.
You At least an hour a day.
I'll tell you, I'll be up there once a week.
Hey, listen, Bootleg Cat, I done been there a million times. He is not over there.
I'm there all the fucking time.
Ask S.B, he gonna confirm it.
I'm not there fucking 1 in the afternoon.
Surge is there.
I'm recording.
That's what time I'll be there. I'll be
Yeah,
going
y'all
when the
be
door
there
be opening. I'll be the first person walking in when I be up in there.
Yeah,
For
y'all
sure.
get there
I be
early,
charging
dog.
my car right there too.
I bet you do.
Yeah,
2% every 3 hours.
You've been around.
What's up, man? We out here, you know what I'm saying? Compton, Long Beach out here.
Game time. That's all you need to
feel
know.
me?
Shout out to
Hello.
Uncle Snoop, nigga.
All right, man, we wrapping it up, man. That was Snoop Dogg album premiere. You know what I'm saying? The legendary Death Row, man. He took the legacy back. It's all in his hands now. West Coast, the best coast.